Hello guys, one and holy boy favorite cameraman sir. Happy and proud, you know the vibe, guys. You definitely know the vibe. I love my intro. Okay, guys, for my apologies on the camera. Yeah, I think let's just get rid of it. Okay, so currently I'm in the in the setup of God, and basically what is happening is I'm seeing something. So today I'm just like journaling for it being Monday. And it's an obvious that we truly believe that there is a lot to be expected. No, actually not a lot because it being Monday is the first day of the week when it comes to trading. Okay, like because what happens is Monday is where it gives us that now they like to give us what is going to be expected. Ne? So actually, wow, God is pushing, guys. God is pushing. Damn. Bro. So guys, actually what I'm trying to say is, hey, man, this thing is pushing. God is pushing, guys. Okay, let me just try to say one or two things before we go any further. So we have I'm a day trader. I'm a day trader, and actually I look for setups in a daily, like that afternoon I look for setups in a daily time frame, like from the 1 hour time frame, starting from the daily time frame up until to like 15 minutes to 30 minutes. Mostly I use 30 minutes as for my setups. Yes, sir. So as Charlie right now, I can see that there's amazing setup that is mostly going to happen. Though, a lot was expected today, to be honest with you. A lot was expected because like we thought of market maybe might push having like those point of where like maybe it can push above and all this other thing. Because this is 30 minutes time frames, low falls, low 124. And actually right now, this candle is about 18 hours. Is it 18? No. Like time frame. The zone is like, let me just change the, the, the zone here. Okay, because this thing might end up complicating. We end up being lost if you like. Okay, so currently in my country, I personally will use Kylo or somehow Johannesburg. But it's Kylo though. I don't know why. So, because this candle is just showing like 23, 26, and here it's showing like 18 hours. And the time is like 17. Is it true? 17. There's something wrong here. Like it's not okay here. Yeah, this is what I was expecting. No, this thing. Okay, so actually I was like having the challenge because like I was thinking to say, because in the hard to sense this thing wasn't making sense due to the time frame. Mostly this is why we make mistakes also as traders, because like it's that you might find that you might end up like you might enter the market, then suddenly come to realize that your candles is not moving, like the candlesticks or the candles, sorry, rather they are not moving in according to like the what is the current time that you are in. So it's like in what, how can it affect your trading? Because like sometimes it might affect your setups, but how it might has it might affect your setups based on, because you're not, obviously you're not in like in that position of knowing, say, bro, right? Because this like for instance you want to backtest, not only to backtest, the time has passed already. For instance, you might end up being in that position where like you're thinking to say, but what is happening, right? You end up backtesting in the long time frame. You understand like what is happening right now? At least you are able to not say, okay, so now in my time frame, like in my time zone, I'm in like I'm like 17 hours right now, because this is the time that I'm currently in as well. Because if you're like in looking at for setups, if we're like to start looking for back testing, you'll be like sort of being confused because you will end up back testing in the long session. So make sure that everything is also in line as you are in that position of wanting to trade and all this other thing. So guys, let's go into this video. Basically what I'm seeing is today we had an amazing move because like starting at the day, we are starting the day like maybe like around this time. That's the time that we started. The market was hopping, and that afternoon, in the actual sense, the market is like from here up until here. Okay, so meaning the market might sound to be sort of temporarily seem to like it's changing direction, but the reality is it's not, because the tip is just like, if you like to look for the setup, the TP might be just like here. That's it. No, that's the only TP. Unless maybe the market goes below, decide to go below that, lower than this, then we might end up. The only time that I'll feel like maybe I've changed the direction is only once we close below this point, you understand? Because this is one of the things that I also like teach about, by how can you know that the time frame is like the market is changing the direction, understand? Because in as much as the market like to test this point and start going low, at least you are fully guaranteed to say, now guys, the market has changed the direction. So apart from that, that's not what I'm here for. What I'm trying to uh like what I want to explain about today is how do I look for setup? Will I have back tested this market if I would like to enter this market? So basically what is currently happening, you can see that the market is in the 4 hour time frame, or should I go in the daily? We have in the daily time frame, we have sort of been in a bullish market. Okay, but it's an obvious that we don't know what is going to like what might happen later on, because like guys, to be honest with you, we're just starting the week. It's just like starting the week and we don't know what is happening. We have about 5 hours to 5 hours 48 minutes and 20 seconds, which is 25 seconds now to cross the candle. Understand? So that have to mean we still have that ability of the market. Maybe in 5 hours time, maybe the market might change the direction and start pushing above. That I don't know. Maybe, who knows? Maybe it might continue going down, and maybe it might start like give us sort of being like, let me tell you what I'm trying to think. Maybe market might give us something like sort of rejection candle here, and then start like sort of retesting this point, and then start going above, and maybe it might cross inside. So that's what I'm expecting and saying. But apart from that, let's how would I have backtested this setup? So like how would have I seen this market? Because it being Monday, there is a lot being expected. Not a lot much actually, but there is that thing where like you don't expect much though, because it's just the starting of the day, like starting of the week, and we don't know what comes later on. So what might tell us what is coming later on? It's the what is the candle that is coming. Like if this candle crosses below, at least just slowly like sort of having that mindset, say, look, hey, market might push below, but that's not all. Like what happened right now here, you can see that maybe this candle might cross below, like the way it is, it's more likely to cross, but that doesn't mean the trend has changed, the market has changed the direction. No, because the only very time that we confirm the market has changed the direction is only once the market detests this point and start going down. Understand? That's the only moment that we expect that the market is like pushing below. But unfortunately, we truly not to say like it can't. Why? Because maybe at some point we have this position where gold is like have to push above. Why? You might not know. They say the good reason is the candle is like the market, the overall trend is a bullish market. Okay, let's not just make note. Let me know that just complicate. This is gold USD, and what I'm expecting is if I were to backtest, that's the main reason. Let me not make it long, but if I were to backtest my strategy or my setup this moment, I would have like just like looked for this point though. Uh this is where the market started to trend, like all this other thing. But if I were to enter the market, maybe I might come here, just to check, because a trend is confirmed. How do I say, like, maybe trend is confirmed by 3 touches and above, but I personally feel like the trend is confirmed by starting by 2 touches. Like if the market touches like twice and start going continuously above, we expect that the market might continuously go above. But so our point of interest might be here in a daily time frame, and at least if the market retest this point, we are expecting maybe price can just like continuously start going up. And you can see, like, guys, in the actual sense, God has just like been pushing above, like just been pushing high, 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 especially these 3 months, guys. The market has just continuously, the very moment market crossed down above this, I think that it was very hard, it was very hard with the time that the market was like consolidating, like having this point as a point where the market has been having challenges to break above. But guys, I think if it was this was almost, I think, February, the market was having challenges to give us that mindset of thinking to say we're going to cross. It was like it wasn't certain, unless if I day trader, maybe you can like say, oh, maybe you're going to cross below, above, and all this other thing. But if you're a swing trader, you're a position trader, you are like seeing the things in the view, like in the long-term view, like what is currently happening. And guys, believe me, if you're a trader who opened the trade like here currently, it should have opened here and then hold it up until for 3 months now. You'd have been a different, you'd have made millions though. But what I'm currently saying is, what is happening right now is like the market had challenges to break above here. The very moment market change, like you tested this point and started pushing above, that's the way, that's the time that we thought, like, guys, you're going to push above. You're going to push above. We might not know what is going to come later on, but I personally feel like what is going to happen, the market is like continuously going, because like if it's like in the monthly time frame, we have about 18 days, 18 days, 6 hours to cross, like just to cross the whole trade, like to cross the whole candle, this candle to be crossed. So we don't know where this candle might cross. So if it crosses bullish, that have to mean our TP guys will be like, because me, I'm expecting the market can like just like continuously hit this point. And the very moment market reach this point, and you know what happens, guys. You definitely know what comes later on. I love God for one reason, because God is one of the pairs that respect my points, where like the zones, like this thing you call zones, it like respect the points where it is like the previous footprints. Like that's the good part about God. So it doesn't forget where it came from. So like if it is bullish, it has always been bullish, guys. And believe me, there are some points where like God was like having challenges, like this period in 2022. God was like, was the very moment, like 2022, starting from 2020, 2021 here, the market was very good for, I think, this 2021 index trader. They said 2019 is the time their pandemic started, né? And this is when buyers was like, because now here's another thing, guys. I want to show you one thing. Here is how you can predict, not predict basically, but this is how you can see, you can tell of what is going to happen later on in the future, né? You can see to say, okay, guys, what happened? This is just an high opening. I'm just like sort of playing along, don't worry. Okay, you can see like God, excuse me, God was like having challenges to break above, but the very moment market break above in the next month, this is when pandemic was introduced, guys. August was like January, the pandemic started coming in. So if you're like to hold the trades up until to this point and the tip was here, guys, he should have made a lot of profits. Ne? So, but apart from that, this is what we are seeing. But the only other issue is we now don't have the point where like we can say, okay, this is where the TP might be, except this point, like except this one. Ne? This is when, yeah, this is the only point I expect, like to say maybe I might look for setups to say this is where we are going. Okay, but apart from that, let's just go show you how, because like I said, I'm a day trader. I look for setups in the daily time frame. I don't like go higher than that. But yeah, let's just see. Okay, so in the daily time frame, let's use 4 hour time frame. In the 4 hour time frame, this is what we are currently seeing. Okay, we are currently seeing that God has been pushing bullish. Okay, some of you might say, "Oh, bro, like I think the bearish side was like in the time where the market, because this is the point of interest right now." Okay, I personally I feel like this one is the point where like I'm expecting price to either go above. Ne? So the very moment God will like start having the, because there is another thing that I want also to explain. There is what we call impulse and correction in the market. So we might have the point where the market was having challenges right now here. The market was failing to push here. You can see it was failing to push here. And like this was market was failing to push at 20 23 20, which is 23 23 29.9, because the last point, which is a pipit, you call it a pipit, né? A pip, and there is a pipit. Okay. Whatsoever you might think it is. But what I'm trying to say, guys, right? What is currently happening right now is you can see that the market crossed above this point with a good volume, and the next candle was a point where like it came above, it started causing above. You understand? And that is why in the next candle, this is why I would like not expect anything much, because I don't know. This candle we are remaining with 2 hours for it to close, meaning the candle might close above. You understand? Like the candle might try to think of closing above. You understand that one? Okay. So what we're currently seeing is we are expecting a lot. We have a lot to be like sort of being in the position of has been expectant. But what I'm currently seeing is if this candle might cross bearish, maybe the other candle might cross bearish as well, but I'm not seeing that because as there is a difference between an impulse and collection. Okay, so currently we just have like something like an impulse, not sorry, a collection, and we're expecting like sort of impulse. Meaning, what I mean by that is we like sort of having this point where the market might push and retest this point as it had the point. Maybe it might retest here, and what happens? You know, that's what I'm expecting, because this is higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and higher high. You understand? So meaning we are expecting something that is currently going to happen. We're expecting the market to start pushing above, in as much as we know that we are in a bearish bullish market. Sorry, in the bullish market, we're expecting that maybe price might start pushing above. Okay, so this is what we are seeing. So it respected twice here. Maybe if possible, it might push, try to retest this point, and then suddenly start going above. And this is what I'm currently seeing right now. So yeah, so if we can push above in gold, I personally I feel like even the whole week will like end in bullish instead of bearish though. That's just what I'm seeing right now. So I've marked my point of interest, or I've marked first of all the point that I'm expecting the market to close above. So we do have a lot, we do have 2 point. An overload trend is expected to go like this point, but the other thing that I'm expecting is this is the point that I'm expecting maybe like to cross above. So if it crosses above this, not only to cross, but this might be the first point of interest, like the first point of interest. Let me just put that thing. Let me just have this thing. Okay. Do we have a template? Okay. So we have like sort of a point of interest. This is what we are expecting. This is our first point of interest, and we're expecting price to cross above. So in as much as price crosses above that point, we are truly expected to go above. But before that, since I'm a day trader, I'm expected to go or to trade in between this point. So currently, God is pushing below, and we know that maybe at some point, like I said earlier on, it might want to cross with another candle here. It might want to cross with another candle. Okay. And yeah, so this is what might happen. Let me just show you. It's like, even if possible, it might like create this thing, cross like this. Then suddenly the market might start, you know, yeah. So this is what I might expect now. So maybe price might start now pushing above up until the market reaches that point where it's like it has to just go above, you understand? So I personally, I feel like this is the thing that might happen later on. The bearish might push, bears might push, and the TP here, like you don't have to put this one as a TP. Don't make that mistake, because in as far as we're concerned, the first TP would have been from here, it would have been here. Okay, like maybe here, though, here. At least this one is a bit like guaranteed that maybe it might reach this point. It is well guaranteed, because this is how we not say it's guaranteed, because this is the least most recent pullback there the market left us with point. So how would have I entered? Sorry for delaying this thing, but I would have entered is in the daily time frame, in as much as I know, because sometimes you don't have to trade. It's not always that you're going to trade the what is in as much as like we are in a bullish market. It's not always that you're going to wait for maybe for an impulse to come in, because what happens is you might find that you're expecting maybe an impulse to happen, then unfortunately the market started pushing down. And so in that case, you might not want to close to miss some trades. So what I'm currently saying is, imagine now if we're like in this position where we had this point, the market was pushing below here. We had thought of thinking to say, guys, we are in the position where like we are sort of having a point where like the market is having challenges. Okay, so this is, if I were like to enter the market, this is how I would have entered. Okay, so this is 21 already. Okay, and 02 we started pushing below, the market crossed below and coming to the lower time from now. After, I always say, whenever you receive a breakout, come to the lower time frame for confirmation. Okay, so we have just only used 3 time frame right now. Okay, we have used 4-hour time frame, daily time frame, 4-hour time frame, 1-hour time frame, and the 30 minutes time frame. So what we are currently seeing is, this is the point where the market was having challenges to break below. And definitely after we had the market pushing with good volume here, the market came and started thinking of retesting. Okay, all these videos sound like it's a bit long. Okay. The market started thinking of pushing and started pushing below, and then suddenly the market started. So if you're like to be a trader who was like say, okay, I want just to make them like to enter the market, and you to like enter the market and what is other thing, what you'd have done is to wait for the market first, it do its own thing. Because look, unless if this candle would have crossed below, because I always say it's not every retest, it's not every breakout elite, which is a retest, but every retest is a breakout. So when this market came and retested this point, and what happens, guys? What happens? Just guess what happened. What happened is, we now saw that market was having some amazing points where like we expected market to push, and that's what happened. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is, look, guys, the first thing that we have seen is the market came now crossing below. Okay, this candle came and crossed below in the 1-hour time frame. This candle is like sort of a continuation candle, like it's crossing bearish though. Okay, so what I've seen is the market just came up retesting. Now this gives us a good confirmation to say we can now enter the market, guys. Because look, it has retested, and the next candle has crossed below, and this is what we are expecting now. So if I were to enter the market, if I were like to think of saying, let me enter the market, the first TP would have been here. I know, like here. No, this is my overall TP, 1 to 5, guys. And believe me, if we come to the points, like if we're like to see how many points we have from here up until to this, let's just do this from here, okay, up until this point, like, okay, here we have about 280 points, 282 points. Okay, 282 points, guys. 282 points is not a joke. It's not a joke, guys. And if you are like, the market just went with you like on your side, at least you'd have made a lot of money, guys. A lot of serious money. Unfortunately, I closed this trade though. Ish, man. I forgot, man. I like crossed the trade. But okay, let's just wait. So this is how I'd have ended gold if I were like to enter this code. So guys, I think this is where I can end. I don't know, because I don't want to make this video long, because it might end up sounding boring, and you guys know how you are, human beings. Hey, why not? So this is what I personally would have expected. USD is also in that position. Yes, last time I talk of this, these are the last marks that I thought of gold. USD was like, we're expecting USD to push below, and I said this point, if USD, this was the TP, and if I see that USD can push lower than this, we're expecting the market to change below. But we said in an overall point, we see that this was the point where the USD was having challenges to push below. But definitely what happened is it retested this point, and then suddenly, like I said, it started pushing. Now it's like almost here now, like it's now pushing. And the other thing we can see here is like here, it's like pushing below. So I think with USD, I won't touch much. I might not touch much, because guys, to be honest with you, I don't want to make the video long. I want to make the video long, because to be honest with you, it's like US 100. Okay, when you make it long, it sounds boring. So guys, thank you very much for watching the video, and hopefully you learn 1 or 2 things. And this is how I effectively look for my setups. I don't know how long I've taken, but at least if it's profitable, like if it's valuable to you, then please, I would love to say thank you. And secondly, I would advise you to like, share, and just subscribe to the YouTube channel, to be part of the group, to be part of the family, so that whenever we come up with a video, whenever we like release the video, you're more likely to be aware to say this is what is going to happen later on. So guys, thank you very much. It's your one and only boy, Favorite Kami, signing out. Peace. So